Welcome back to another edition of Final Fantasy XVI Edition. For those of you who are curious, and for everyone else who happens to be watching, this is what happens when you try to enter the Imperial base with Terra alone. She says this: I know I can do this, but still, I really don't want to go there all alone. And now we jump forward in time to this. I went back and changed out the team because I recalled there was extra dialogue with these party members, and Gao was just useful. What in the world happened? Yeah, you might have forgotten about those guys. They were in the Eternal Hideout. They look like they're modeled after some people from Star Wars, the original saga. What happened here? Did the Espers do this? No, they couldn't have. It was like this when we got here. The Emperor is expecting you. This way, please. Emperor Gestal is waiting for you. I've lost my will to fight. The Emperor has had a change of heart. Oh, Cid. The Espers came to save their friends. When they learned that none of them were alive, they ravaged the entire city. I'll never forget their shrieks of rage. We're hanging up our weapons for good. This war is over. The power of those Espers, I had no idea. They'll destroy the entire world if we don't do something. We are utterly helpless against them. We must find a way to calm their rage. Men should never lust after the power they lack the means to control. Friends, let us speak more over dinner tonight. There are still some soldiers who prefer to keep fighting. Please, talk to as many as you can before dinner. Make them understand. Oh, you have 4 minutes until dinner. Please talk to as many soldiers as you can. And we don't count. Good night, and God bless. And if you're playing vanilla, I hope you brought sprint shoes. This is the only way to do it. I'm not reading these text boxes. The reward is too important to me. You can go back and check the video if you want more information. I think we just attacked him when he was on the toilet. That's how I saw it. I'll do this, but then I'll rewind.
Gah! How dare they put me in a place like this? Huh. I just can't believe it. What a bore. I'll have my revenge soon.
Somehow I recall there being 24 soldiers, but I also suspect that we actually got all of these things. You can actually flush toilets in this game. There you go. We conquered the world using magical energy and also built toilets. That evening, a banquet was held with the Emperor. This way, please. I'll sit with the returners, if that's all right. At last, we can all be together, sharing a meal at the same table. Let us make a toast. To what shall we raise our glasses? To our homelands. Well then, to our homelands. As you may know, I have imprisoned Kafka for his crime of using poison against Doma. What do you think should be done with him? Out of character, totally kill the fool. But for the best reward, we have to say, leave him in jail.
I see. Well, let's let him stew in his cell for a while. Then we can decide what to do. I am truly sorry about what occurred in Doma. No one ever dreamed Kafka would use poison. That was inexcusable! I am terribly sorry about what was done. I promise to punish Kafka severely and to work to eradicate poisons all over the world. By the way, with regards to General Seals,
Seals is one of us.
Kafka. Yes, Kafka was lying. General Seals realized the lunacy of this war before I did, and went over to your side. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Why did you start this war?
It was all the result of my foolish lust for power. I've come to my senses now. With your permission, I'd like to move on to discussing the Espers.
More questions first. Why do you want peace now?
Because I now believe that working together is our only hope.
But more questions. Why did you want us to talk to your men?
Some of my men still do not believe we should have ended this war. I felt they might better understand if they could meet you face to face.
Okay, let's move on to talking about the Espers.
The Empire has been decimated by the Espers that emerged from the sealed gate. They're just too powerful. If we don't do something, they'll tear the entire world apart.
They have gone a bit too far. What I really wanted to say is, it's your fault, fool. It's your fault, fool, but I'm going for the best reward.
When the Espers came when the Espers came through the sealed gate on their rampage, all of my ambition faded in an instant. Now, I find myself asking why I ever wanted that much power in the first place. Of course, there is no excuse for the atrocities I committed in the name of conquest. By the way, what was the first question you asked me a few minutes ago?
Why did you start the war?
Right. Anyway, I desire peace. I want you to understand that.
Oh, you must be getting tired. Why don't we take a short break? We'll take a break. I hope we're truly able to bring about peace.
We'd like to test your strength. Would you be willing to fight with us for just a couple minutes?
Deal.
Just as we thought. Is there anything else you wish to hear me say?
that your war is truly over.
All right, I swear right here and now, there will be no more fighting. And now I have a favor to ask. After these Aspers attacked us, the Aspers, they flew northward toward Crescent Island. We have no way of knowing when they'll decide to go on another rampage. We need to find them and convince them to set aside their aggression before that happens. But, considering all the Empire has done to them, I doubt they'd be willing to listen to us. That's why I need to borrow your power, Terra. You, Terra, are the only one who can bridge the gap between the humans and the Aspers. I have a Magitech armor transport ship moored in the port of Albrook. I hope to send it to Crescent Island with all haste. Would you please go on board?
Yes.
I'll have my top general and some of his troops accompany you as well. General Leo! I am General Leo. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Whoa, did we see that guy in Doma? All right, he was the humane one. So that's General Leo, eh? Oh, isn't that Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma? Please, forgive me for not being there to stop Kefka. What happened was not your fault. I will be waiting for you in Albrook. Please, please, find the Espers and convince them to cease their attacks. You are our only hope. If Terra goes, I go.
Lucky. Thank you. The rest of you, stay here. I smell a rat. As do I. It is hard to trust the Emperor just like that.
We'll remain here and watch out for anything out of the ordinary. Thanks. You'll be our eyes and ears. Keep your guards up. Right, and you, Loki, be careful too. I bear a message from the Emperor. Due to your decorum at tonight's banquet and your grace in speaking to our soldiers beforehand, the Emperor has decided upon the following. All Imperial troops shall be immediately withdrawn from South Figaro. Also, the Imperial army shall withdraw from Doma. We will also unlock the armor at the Imperial base to the east. You are welcome to any of the items within. Finally, I was told to give you this because of your impeccable behavior at dinner. Obtained, Ward Bangle. And this is a personal gift from the Emperor. Obtained, Ribbon.
as an aside ribbon. Hallelujah! I think we won the banquet. Albrook is a port town to the south of the Empire. The plan is to leave for Crescent Island from Albrook on a transport ship carrying Magitech armor. We shall keep a close watch on the Empire. You deal with the Espers. And before we leave, we'll talk to our relevant party members for the sake of the show. And apparently Emperor Leo was standing here off camera for either the whole time or much of the time.
General Leo will wait for you in Albrook. Please, go with him to Crescent Island and find those Espers.
At the start of the game.
I will never be able to forgive Kafka.
And then it's his scene again. And then it's his scene over and over and over.
So, that's what Gestal said. Team up with the Empire to look for the Espers. Whoa! Is it really safe to trust the Empire? I got a bad feeling about this.
It does make sense. We can't just leave these Espers alone. Yep, that Magitech facility is entirely inaccessible now. Yeah, I'm not seeing all the team here. But hey, they're still selling stuff even though the structure's on fire. That's impressive. And now for a side trip where I show you what's been happening with the airship, assuming it's still in this edition. Just to show you what Lockheed's tent looks like. So if you think you can just take the airship and circumvent the plot, this is what happens when we get there. This doesn't work. We can still gank things from everyone who's not in our party, even though they aren't even on the ship, even though our talent was not at all necessary. Let's head to the engine. This is a nice ship you've got here. The shock from the crash really banged up the engine. It's going to take a while to fix. Let me help you. I know my way around an engine. I think I'll pass. You know, we could really speed this baby up if we axe the casino and streamlined her a bit. That's not even a possibility. Now will you please leave me be? Oh well, would have been at least twice as fast as 2. Maybe 3 times. You really love this ship, don't you? It may be hard to believe, considering how I live now, but I used to be a very driven man. Really? I wanted to make this the fastest ship in the world, and fly it across the open skies. That was always my dream. Is that any different from what you're doing now? Back then, there was a person who kept me working toward my dream. The pilot of the Falcon, the fastest airship ever made. At times we were friendly rivals, and at times we were simply friends. We'd always talk about our dreams, like which of us would be the first to sail beyond the sky to the stars. Then she vanished along with the Falcon, and that was the end of youthful dreams. Daryl. Hallelujah for that serendipitous Jacobo stable where we can easily just head to the Imperial base and loot it before we head to Outlook. Go ahead and skip ahead in the video if you want, or just follow along for the ride because you find it so amusing. Ooh! It's another fire sword. And that, dear viewership, is where we are ending this episode. Thank you again, good night, and God bless.